this was such a wonderful documentary where we got to learn about Pedro and his business and his story. Um, what really came across for me was just his passion for leather working and artistic details, and how much pride he had in that he's never sold anyone else's pieces. It's all made by him and or his family. And the fact that he really truly is self-made. He didn't go to school, he didn't learn in any formal way how to do this work. He just learned from watching people and asking questions and through hands-on experience. And his pieces are absolutely wonderful, and getting to hear how he kind of evolved his business and his art to, he found these wooden crates at the store and he thought, oh, I can make a bag from this. And then he sold the bag. And just the little obstacles that he came across, like when he was in the storefront, that was not ideal for a business. So he thought, how can I get customers in? How can I show them what I have? And putting out a display table. Just really special. I loved getting to see these just beautiful pieces of art tied in with his culture and history of the getting free of the communist movement and everything like that. So I thought it was absolutely wonderful. The filming was great. I thought the shooting locations were beautiful. So you got to see architecture and just the day in the life. And I felt like you really got a good sense of what a day in the life really looks like. So I thought it had a lot packed into that 12 minutes. So really, really great job to the filmmakers. This was a very wonderful piece.
I like Pedro. I like Pedro Sanudo. There's something about watching people like be experts at their craft and geek out about their passions that is contagious and exciting. Like watching somebody that like you tell that this is what they do and this is what they love and like they know all about it and they'll tell you all about it because like their excitement is infectious and gets you excited and gets you into it. You know what I'm saying? So like you may never be into leatherworking or woodworking or whatever, but like because they're excited, you're excited, and like that's what I felt watching this short film. Yeah, so it was dope. I also like the background, like the production design of this documentary. Like you could do interviews anywhere, but like you could, as the filmmaker, you have choice in like where you do interviews and what you put in the background of the interview shots. And like I think y'all made good choices here with the whole woodworking shop in the background. It gave us it built out the world more and helped us feel like we were in the space with him. So good job.
I always love watching just behind the scenes of like how something is made. So it was very nice seeing him create all of these items, and it was also very interesting learning his story, just hearing about how he fled as a refugee and unfortunately all the things that happened to him, but seeing how he turned it around and created a name for himself. It was a very inspiring story, and I'm very glad I watched it.
I thought this was such a beautiful tribute to how he learned what he learned, where it kind of filtered into his family, because he did highlight how his whole family now works as an artisan with leather and kind of the origins of how it started for them. And I think it's such a beautiful tribute to where this entered his family and how much work it took, and the fact that his dad originally didn't have anybody guiding him. Like he said, he was learning it all on his own as he went, and just kind of how that developed and what that turned into. I thought it was beautiful.
So I thought this documentary short was just a really excellent short film. I was completely fascinated watching all the B-roll footage of, Pedro's process of making his bags and leather goods. I thought that you guys did a really great job of capturing just the attention to detail that this kind of art form takes. And it really captured just a super fascinating time in history as well. By talking about the anti-communist movement and how that affected him and his community. of artisans, and I thought it was just a really beautiful film. And I like that you guys highlighted the legacy that Pedro kind of passed on to his family and how they all work at the shop now. I just absolutely loved it, and I thought it was great. So congratulations.
Oh, wow. Beautiful movie of this Argentinian cobbler, leather worker. I shouldn't say cobbler. I should say leather worker, I think is the proper name for his job, what he does, his craft, his art. His work is so beautiful. His family is so beautiful. The way this was shot, the questions that were asked to shape this movie was such a great job. I loved the cinematography. I loved the moments in the studio watching him work, the close-ups of his hands working the leather, adding detail to the leather, adding color to the leather. Just beautiful, beautifully shot, really beautifully done. I loved this movie. Thank you so much for making it and for opening my eyes up to his story and his art and his craft. Thank you. It's a beautiful story, and I'm glad that it was documented.